Hello, this is D and I'm back with another video. Well, as I woke up this morning, a lot of people started messaging me, letting me know that Digital Foundry has a new video up on their YouTube channel, as well as an article on Eurogamer.net. Now, as usual, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below so you guys can click on it for yourself. Now, Project Scorpio is getting support for FreeSync and next generation HDMI. Now, this display tech ensures no screen tearing and it reduces stutter, and this is amazing that a console will have this. There's no GPU on the market that actually has FreeSync attached to the HDMI port. This is something that is specifically for HDMI 2.1. This standard has not even been finalized yet Project Scorpio supports this next generation specification. Now, to have FreeSync over HDMI is amazing. Now, PC people have had this over DisplayPort and they've been able to reduce screen tearing and stuttering. Of course, they turn VSync off, and with FreeSync, it enables the frames to come out a lot smoother. Now, like I said, I'm going to leave the link in the description down below, and you can check the Digital Foundry link, and they go over it quite detailed in their video. Now, I'm just going to read a little bit of the article here. Now, it says last week they published the hardware spec for Microsoft's next Xbox, Project Scorpio. However, they held back a little detailed because they didn't want it to get lost with the noise. They said in the here and now in its applications will be limited, but for the fullness of time it may help to bring out the profound shift in how display interfaces and games hardware work. Now, he said, to cut to the point, Scorpio supports AMD FreeSync and the upcoming variable refresh rate supported baked into the next generation HDMI 2.1 specification. Now, I have to say, this is truly amazing that Project Scorpio is actually thinking about the future. Now, there's no current generation 4K sets that actually have this. These are coming on TVs in 2018 or perhaps later in 2017, yet Project Scorpio already supports this. So we know right off the bat that Project Scorpio is going to deliver efficient frame rates, that we're probably actually going to get higher frame rates because of the implementation of FreeSync. Now, not only is it going to have FreeSync, it's going to have the new FreeSync 2. Now, I don't think any Polaris GPU has this. I'm pretty sure this is something that's going to be on Vega. So this is speculation on my part here, but I'm going to go ahead and say that this is actually a part of the Vega GPU. So already we're getting some implications that some Vega tech is going to be on the Project Scorpio GPU. Now, Digital Foundry goes on to elaborate on why this is a big deal. They say that in an ideal world, every single console game would run at 60 frames per second, perfectly synchronized with the refresh rate of the attached display. They say this would result in super smooth, low latency gameplay experience, and they say we can see this in games right now, including Forza Motorsport series and Halo 5. They said, however, if a game targets 60 frames per second and doesn't consistently hit the target, the experience is compromised in one of two ways. They said, first of all, if a game runs with VSync enabled, frames are dropped and introduces a noticeable judder. What happens here is that the game only has a small window in which to synchronize the screen. Now, if a frame renders over its 1/60th of a second budget, the GPU stalls waiting for the next refresh. Now, alternatively, the developer may simply decide to drop synchronization with the screen, and when this happens, a highly intrusive, ugly screen tearing kicks in. Now, adaptive refresh technology like AMD's FreeSync completely eliminates tearing and reduces stutter significantly by allowing the GPU to trigger the refresh rate instead of adhering to the hard and fast 60 Hz cycle. Now, essentially, the screen produces the next image immediately after the GPU finishes rendering it. Now, the technology was pioneered by NVIDIA's G-Sync, but it has an open standard variant. Now, FreeSync and the upcoming HDMI 2.1 implementation that Scorpio aims to support, in fact, does this. Now, Microsoft has actually implemented the FreeSync 2 standard, meaning compatibility with HDR and full support across a range of potential frame rates paired with a supported screen. Now, I have to say, this is incredible news. Microsoft is future-proofing this console, thinking ahead. The TV displays that are out right now don't even have HDMI 2.1. These are going to come later in the year. Like I said, probably at the end of 2017, early 2018, we're going to start to see TVs that actually produce this. And the fact that Scorpio is doing this is amazing. This is truly a next generation console, and we're finding out day by day that it is miles ahead of the PS4 Pro. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think. Are you guys excited that we're going to see FreeSync on a console done over HDMI? Are you guys ecstatic that this console is going to future-proof itself for any TV that you're going to buy in the next 5 years? Like I said, leave your comments down below. I ask you guys to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.